Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. And we're going to try once again to bring you our 1977 replay of the New York Metropolitans, our Go-Go Mets, and a game for Uncle Ron. If you remember, this was the game we were trying to play when YouTube falsely whammied the channel, so let's hopefully get through and enjoy. The Go-Go Metropolitans are the surprise of this replay. At the ballpark, our good friend, huge Mets fan, CP Cards and Dice, as he says, let's go Mets. Check out that wonderful channel. I got to catch up on some videos there. He's doing the 1979 replay amongst other Metropolitan replays. And he plays a lot of different card and dice baseball games. Great channel. Our good friend, Combat Painter, CP Cards and Dice. All right. Let's get to the starting lineups and play some baseball. For the St. Louis Cardinals, who are 54 and 58, leading off is Lou Brock. He's in left field. Batting second, playing shortstop, Gary Templeton. Batting third in right field is Cruz. Ted Simmons, who just got elected into the Hall of Fame, will do the catching. He'll bat fourth. Keith Hernandez bats fifth. He plays first base. Mumphreys is in center field, batting sixth. Ritz is at third base, manning the hot corner, batting seventh. Mike Tyson, not the pugilist, but the second baseman for the Cardinals, bats eighth. On the mound is John Denny, and he will bat ninth. For the New York Metropolitans, Lenny Randle will lead things off. He's playing third base. He has a huge hit streak. We'll give you that when he comes up. I believe it's 40 games or 39. Bruce Beauclair is in right field. Ed Kranepool is in left. Johnny Milner's the cleanup hitter, playing first. Lee Mazzilli, the switch hitter, batting fifth, playing center field. Ron Hodges does the catching. He bats sixth. Felix the Cat Millan is at second base. He bats seventh. Buddy Harrelson, holdover from two Mets World Series teams, is at shortstop, batting eighth. And Nino Espinosa is on the mound. Nino Espinosa was the actual pitcher in this game. Other than that, I play with as-played rosters, as-played transactions, but I make my own lineups. But Nino Espinosa was the actual pitcher. The Cardinals are the actual lineup. Also at the ballpark, our good friend Sports Time Machine, Mr. Utah Mike. He says Lenny Randle's fan club. Check out that wonderful channel. Lots of Yankees replays and much, much more. All right, Lou Brock steps to the plate. Brock hitting .279, no homers, 16 ribbies. He's a 6 bunter. And why is that like that? Infield normal. Oh, I continued the game, so I must have already did that. Okay. So Espinosa's ready. He's going to go aggressive to Brock. Here's the pitch. Brock grounds it to Lenny Randle, makes a diving stop, pops up and throws to Johnny Milner. One down. What a play by Lenny Randle. And here comes Gary Templeton. Templeton, 346, 5 home runs, 56 ribbies, and again, it's not letting me switch the infield, so there's something obviously in the settings. Bear with me a moment. I want to play the corners in. Let's go to preferences here. I'm controlling the Mets. This game is just cursed. This game that we're trying to play here. Well, okay, I want to be in control of everything. That's the way I play. Game display. I'm in control of everything. Something has faux pas here. It's not letting me bring my infield in, or corners in. That's really strange. That is really strange. Down here, where it says infield normal, it should allow... Oh, there we go. Oh, they just switched it up. Alright. That's weird. Okay, maybe with an update. Alright. Corners in. Alright, here we go. Alright, we got that settled. Randall in at third. Milner in at first. Here comes Johnny Templeton. They're going to go... Gary Templeton. They're going to go aggressive. Nino Espinosa deals. Slowly hit ball to Randall. Randall has it. Throws to Milner. Bang, bang. Played it. Templeton beat it out. No, he did not. Great stretch by Johnny Milner. 2 down. And that will bring up Hector Cruz, 254, 7 homers, 26 ribbies, right-handed batter. As we're getting back in the swing of things, Nino Espinosa looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Nino Espinosa, let's give you his numbers. In the replay, he's 6-6 with a 3.98. In actuality, 10-13 with a 3.42. Behind the plate, Ron Hodges, excellent arm, 8 out of 10. Defensively, he's a 4 when it comes to range. Randall's a 5 at third. Again, this is defensive range. Harrelson's a 4. Mian, the best infielder, at second, at 7. And Johnny Milner, below average, a 4 at first. Ed Kranepool's in left with a 4 defensive range and a 3 arm. Lee Mazzilli, the best outfielder of the bunch, out there, 6-6 range and arm. And Bruce Beauclair, a hitting machine in our replay, 3 defensive range, 4 arm. Hector Cruz awaits the Espinosa offering. Here's the pitch to Nino Espinosa. Ground ball to Mian. Mian to Milner. The side is retired. 1-2-3. Go. The Cardinals. Joining us here is Comics with Bueller. How you doing, my friend? A wonderful comic book channel. Check him out. He has a couple of different channels. And if you catch him live, it's so much fun with his good friend Sam's Tangled Web, another wonderful YouTube content creator. So on the mound for the Cardinals, as we're getting back into the swing of things, John Denny, he's 4-8 in the replay with a 5.60. Left-handed batters bludgeon him. That's why we've loaded up left-handed batters. In actuality, 8-8 with a 4.51. Lenny Randall has a 40-game hit streak. He'll be at the plate. Ted Simmons, who just got elected to the Hall of Fame, behind the plate. 6 out of 10 defensive range, 6 out of 10 arm. At third, Ken Ritz, 8 out of 10. Templeton's 8 out of 10. Tyson, 7 out of 10. Keith Hernandez, 9 out of 10. That is a solid, very good infield. Lou Brock, an aging Lou Brock, is in left. His range has gone. His arm is gone. 2-2 for both. In center, Jerry Mumphrey, 3 out of 10 defensive range, 5 out of 10 arm. Hector Cruz is in right, 3 out of 10 range, 9 out of 10 arm. So he has a very good arm in right field. Lenny Randall looking to extend his 40-game hitting streak. 9 out of 10 bunter. He's going for the drag bunt. Here's the pitch. Randall drops it down. Simmons lets it roll foul quite wisely. 0-2 count on Lenny Randall. Infield, outfield, straightaway and normal. Randall trying to make it a 41-game hit streak in his first at-bat. Simmons sets the target. The pitch from Denny to Randall. And Lenny Randall grounds it back to Denny, who snares it, throws to first, and the side is retired. So Randall will have to extend his hit streak in another at-bat. So 1 out, and here comes Bruce Beauclair, 374, 6 home runs, 34 ribbies for Beauclair. Left-handed batter. Denny, who struggles against lefties, deals to Beauclair. And Beauclair, base hit to right. So Bruce Beauclair continues his hot hitting. Keith Hernandez will hold him on at first, and here comes Eddie Kranepool. Kranepool, excellent hit and run, 7 out of 10. He's batting .328, 7 homers, 67 ribbies. Hit and run is on. There goes Beauclair. Kranepool grounds it foul, right side. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hit and run again. Kranepool swings. Fly ball. Deep. Mumphrey watches it go! It is a 2-run homer for Eddie Kranepool. On the hit and run, he jumps all over that pitch, and he goes bippity-boppity-boom to the moon, Alice, to the moon, I tell you. And just like that, the Go-Go Metropolitans are up 2-0. Let's watch that majestic shot by Eddie Kranepool, a fan favorite. Hit and run. Kranepool crushes that ball dead center. Mumphrey started going back. He looked up. He could have waved and give it a kiss goodbye. So it's 2-0 Metropolitans, and here comes Johnny Milner. Milner 235, 6 homers, 39 ribbies. Denny on the ropes here. Milner looking for the KO. 1 out, the pitch to Milner. Milner grounds it to Ritz. Ritz charges it. Quick bang bang play at first. Hernandez with the stretch. And they just get Milner. Milner protests. So does the first base coach. But they're not changing the call. 2 down. Milner still shaking his head. He thought he beat it out. And here comes movie star handsome Lee Mazzilli batting .284. 4 home runs and 38 runners knocked in. Mazzilli 8 out of 10 bunter. He's going for the drag bunt. He drops it down. Simmons is on it. Throws to Tyson on the wheel play. And the ball. Did the ball get away? Yes! It is a throwing error. The pressure put on Simmons. And Mazzilli winds up at second. He's clapping his hands. Thrice of Roni, a card collecting treat, is at the ballpark. Check out that great channel. So Lee Mazzilli drops down the bunt. Mets continue to put the pressure on their Cardinals. And Simmons throws the ball away. Mazzilli stands at second with 2 outs. And here comes the left-handed batting Ronnie Hodges doing the catching. .255, 2 homers, 21 ribbies. Denny deals to Hodges. Hodges swings, base hit. Oh! Denny snares it, throws to first. And the ball gets away! And Mazzilli scores! Mazzilli scores on the throwing error by Denny. So back-to-back errors by the battery. First Simmons, then Denny. And it's 3-0 Metropolitans. And here comes El Gato, Felix Millan. Hodges is at first, being held on by Hernandez. The pitch to Millan, who's batting .248, 1 homer, 41 ribbies. Millan grounds to Templeton. Templeton flips to Tyson. And the side is retired, but 2 errors by the Cardinals cost them a run. We go to the top of the second. 3-0 Metropolitans. Go, go, Mets. Due up for the Cardinals, Simmons, Hernandez, and Mumphrey to face Nino Espinosa. The crowd is chanting, Nino, Nino. Shades of Shea Stadium when Nino Benvenuti from Italy boxed Emil Griffin for the middleweight title. But this is Nino Espinosa on the mound. And now he faces Ted Simmons. 360, 3-8 homers, 67 ribbies. The pitch to Simmons. Simmons grounds it. Harrelson charges from short. Quick release. And did they get him? Yes, nice stretch by Johnny Milner, 1 down. And here's Keith Hernandez, first baseman. Hernandez would be eventually traded to the Mets. 337, 17 home runs, 81 ribbies. I believe it was 1979. Tied for the MVP with Parker, I believe, if I remember correctly. Hodges wiggles the finger, sets the target. Espinosa deals to Hernandez. And that's a shot. And that's going to be a double down the left field line. Cranepool dug it out quickly, but not in time. So a 1-out double. Moni G has joined us. He says, rock on, Shaka Khan. Nothing like baseball in December. Thanks, Al. How you doing, Moni G? Hope all is well. Our lovely red-headed beauty of the FOC. And that will bring up Jerry Mumphrey's. 287, 2 homers, 27 ribbies, 1 out. Hernandez at second. Espinosa peeks over his shoulder. He deals to Mumphrey. Mumphrey swings, ground ball right side. Milner flips to Espinosa, covering the bag. 2 down. Hernandez advances to third. So the Cardinals trying to push a run across with Hernandez 90 feet away. And here comes Ken Ritz. 232, 11 homers, 57 ribbies. On deck, Mike Tyson. Hodges sets the target. Espinosa's ready. The pitch to Ritz. Ritz, that ball is gone, and we have a 3-2 ball game. Ritz turned on that pitch, and it sneaks inside the left field foul pole, and just like that, the Cardinals are right back in this game. Jack Dawson just has entered the ballpark. How you doing? Check out that great channel. Lots of football on there, bowling, and much, much more. If you like Borderlands and Final Fantasy. So let's watch that replay. And here's Ritz. He just turned on that ball. It hooks around the left field foul pole, and it's 3-2. Espinosa shaking his head. He missed location, and he missed poorly. Here's Mike Tyson. On deck, the pitcher, Denny. Espinosa has to settle himself in. Hodges tells him to calm down with a little motion of the hand and glove. Espinosa nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Tyson. Tyson rips her shot to right center. Beauclair gets there quickly, cutting it off before it goes to the gap. And here come the Cardinals, tying run at first, and Tyson, Milner holding him on, John Denny at the plate. Espinosa deals quickly to his counterpart. Denny strikes out, and the side is retired, but the two-run bomb by Ritz brings the Cardinals to within one. We go to the bottom of the second, 3-2 Mets. Due up for the go-go Metropolitans, Harrelson, Espinosa in the top of the order, Lenny Randle trying to extend his 40-game hit streak. Here's the pitch to Buddy Harrelson, drag bunt attempt, and Harrelson, if it stayed fair, he would have beat it out, but Simmons wisely let it roll foul, 0-2 to Buddy. Choking up on that bat, switch hitter batting lefty. Harrelson batting 196, 1 homer, 20 ribbies. Denny's ready to work, he deals to Bud. Harrelson grounds it. Ritz comes across, dives, pops up, throws to first, and they nail Harrelson. And there's an injury. The trainer comes out to look at Ritz. Looks like he just lost his wind, though. He'll remain in the game. And here's Nino Espinosa. Espinosa batting .063 with a ribby. The pitch to Nino. Nino rips a shot down the line, and that's a double! So Nino Espinosa helping his own cause and the cause of the Metropolitans. Wants to make up for that hanging, breaking pitch that got crushed around the left field pole. 1 out, Espinosa's at second, 3-2 Mets, and here comes Lenny Randle. Randle batting .371, 2 homers, 19 ribbies. Did not reach on a hit. He was retired his first at-bat. A ground ball slated up the middle. Denny made a nice play, trying to extend his 40-game hit streak. The pitch from Denny to Randle. And ground ball up the middle. Tyson backhands it, throws to Hernandez. 2 down, advancing to third is Nino Espinosa. So twice Randle has been retired. The 40-game hit streak on the line. And here comes Bruce Beauclair. Beauclair is 1 for 1. He singled to right. Espinosa at third. 3-2 Mets. Beauclair looking to knock Espinosa in, get his 35th ribby. Simmons sets the target. The pitch to Beauclair. And strike 3. The side is retired on the big swing and the miss by Bruce Beauclair. We go to the top of the third, 3-2 Mets. Top of the order for the Cardinals. Brock, Templeton, and Cruz to face Nino Espinosa. Espinosa's thrown 40 pitches. He's good for 130. Brock is 0 for 1. Hodges goes through the signs. Espinosa nods his head. He kicks and fires. Brock, swing and a miss! No, they said he held up, but it's still strike 3. 87-mile-per-hour slider. 1 out. Here's Gary Templeton. He's 0 for 1. Corners move in. 10 out of 10 bunter. Randle in at third. Milner in at first. Espinosa looking to jam Templeton. Going to go aggressive. And he strikes him out! Espinosa on the 1-2. Gets him with a slider down and away. Set him up nicely for that pitch. 2 up, 2 down via the K. And here's Hector Cruz. He's 0 for 1. Cruz grounded to second. Espinosa works quickly to Cruz. And that's a base hit to right, dropping in front of Beauclair. The inning stays alive. Tying run at first, and Hector Cruz, 5 out of 10 base running ability. Milner will hold him on. Here comes a dangerous Ted Simmons. He is 0 for 1. He grounded to short. Espinosa throws over. Milner applies the tag, but Cruz just gets in safely. Again, Milner thought they had him. Milner not really enjoying the first base umpire. Remember, he got called out on a play he thought he beat out. So again, Espinosa peeks to first, now looks in at Hodges. He's ready to work. The pitch to Simmons. Fly ball deep and off the wall. Beauclair plays it. Hector Cruz will come around to score. The throw goes to the cutoff man, Miana. It's 3-3, so Nino Espinosa has not been sharp. Go-ahead run at second. And Simmons, with 2 outs, he'll have a few extra steps. Here comes the dangerous Keith Hernandez. He is 1 for 1. He doubled down the left field line. The pitch around to Hernandez. Will he expand the zone? Grounds it back to Espinosa. He throws to Milner, and the side is retired. So Hernandez did expand the zone. Good job by Nino. But the Cardinals tie it up at 3. We go to the bottom of the third. Due up for the Mets, Cranepool, who hit a 2-run homer, Johnny Milner, and Lee Mazzilli. Cranepool, as I stated, 2-run homer. Denny, let's see how he's going to work with Eddie. Simmons goes through the signs. Denny quickly nods his head. He rocks and deals. Cranepool pops it up. Templeton outfield grass. And the shortstop makes the catch. 1 away. Johnny Milner's 0 for 1. Digs in the left-hander's batter's box. The pitch from Denny. And Milner strikes out. Big swing and a miss on the 0-2. 86 mile per hour. That looked like a sinker. Good pitch. So 2 outs. Lee Mazzilli's 0 for 1. Drag bunt attempt for Mazzilli. And he bunts it foul back to the screen. 0-2 count. Mazzilli chokes up. Switch hitter batting lefty. Simmons wiggles the fingers. Denny acknowledges with a quick nod of the head. The pitch. Mazzilli. Ground ball. Back to Denny. Denny fires to Hernandez. And 1-2-3 go the Metropolitans. Top of the fourth. Knotted at 3. In a game for Uncle Ron Jucketts and Retro Sports Network. This was Uncle Ron's first Major League Baseball game at Shea. Due up for the Cardinals. Mumphrey, Ritz, and Tyson. Mumphrey's is 0 for 1. Corners move in. He's an excellent punter. Milner in at first. Randall in at third. They go aggressive to Mumphrey. And he strikes him out. Nino Espinosa, 88 miles per hour, swing and a miss. Lots of movement on that. I'm going to call it a fastball for Nino. He doesn't have his A game, but good movement on that pitch. Espinosa today that's his 4th K. So here's Ritz. Ritz hit a 2-run homer that brought the Cardinals right back in this ball game in the top of the second. The pitch around to Ritz. Will he expand the zone? Grounds it right side. Milner has it. Takes it to the bag. So Ritz does expand the zone. Espinosa. 2 up, 2 down. Nino looking for the 1-2-3 inning. The pitch around to Tyson. 1 for 1. And Tyson doesn't chase. He walks. But that's okay because here comes John Denny, the pitcher. Denny is 0 for 1. The pitch to Denny. Grounder to Harrelson. Harrelson throws across the diamond to Milner. And the side is retired. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Knotted at 3 in Shea. Another go-go Metropolitan game. Bump, bump. Due up for the Mets. Hodges, Mian, and Buddy Harrelson. Ron Hodges, the catcher, 0 for 1. Denny deals to the left-handed batting catcher. Hodges swings, and that's a shot to center. So Ronnie Hodges is on. Go ahead, run at first. Not the fastest human being, not fleet of foot. And here comes Felix Mian. Mian, 10 out of 10, hit and run. Go Mets, hit and run. Mian swings, fouls it back to the screen. Hodges was off. Count is no balls, 1 strike. Hit and run again. There goes Hodges. Mian grounds it to Templeton. His only play is to first. And that will be 1 out, but Hodges advances to second. Felix Mian, really, you got to look at his batting average with a grain of salt because we play a lot of hit and run with Felix, and he moves the runner over quite nicely. It's up to Buddy Harrelson now. Harrelson's 0 for 1. Hodges at second. Let's see if Harrelson can pick up his 21st ribby. Espinosa on deck. Let's see if they pitch carefully to Harrelson. Simmons goes through the sign, sets the target. Denny rocks and deals to Bud Harrelson. Harrelson, ground ball up the middle. Tyson backhands it behind the bag. And the second baseman throws Harrelson out. Hodges advances to third. So can Nino Espinosa give the Metropolitans a lead? Espinosa doubled his first time up. Odds are he's not getting another hit. He's choking up on that bat. Denny, he's ready. He deals to his counterpart. And Espinosa strikes out, and the Mets leave the go-ahead run in Ron Hodges at third. So we go to the top of the fifth, knotted at 3 here in Shea. Due up for the St. Louis Cardinals, Brock, Templeton, and Cruz. That's the top of the order to face Nino Espinosa. Brock is 0 for 2. The pitch to Brock. Brock slaps the ball left side and through. He thought about... Oh, Brock! They got him! They got him! And he's out! He is out! They threw behind Brock, and he gets caught in a pickle, and Johnny Milner tags him out. What a play by Cranepool. Cranepool threw behind Brock. Let's watch that again. The single by Brock. Cranepool comes up throwing. Actually, it was Harrelson who threw. Harrelson threw as Brock went a little too far around the bag. What a play by the Go-Go Mets. So Lou Brock will be credited with a hit, but then erased on, he just rounded the bag too far. And Harrelson fired to Johnny Milner, who applied the tag. Brock got caught in no man's land. And now he sits on the pine. So here comes Gary Templeton. He is 0 for 2, has a 13-game hit streak. Corners move in. The pitch to Templeton. Templeton sends that ball deep right field. Beauclair racing back, looking up, and it's gone! Templeton homers down the right field line, and just like that, to the moans and groans of the Metropolitan fans, the Cardinals take the lead on a bippity-boppity boom by Gary Templeton. To the moon, Alice, to the moon! Here's the replay. So that's as Nino Espinosa just hung his head. Beauclair went back, looked up, and kissed it goodbye. 4-3 Cardinals. 1 out. Hector Cruz 1 for 2. The pitch to Cruz. Cruz sends that ball deep down the left field line. Cranepool in the corner, and he makes the catch. Nice catch by Eddie Cranepool. 2 down. Espinosa playing with fire, trying not to get burned again. 4-3 Cardinals on the Templeton blast to right. Now it's Ted Simmons, who's 1 for 2. Left-handed batter. Espinosa kicks and deals. Simmons sends that ball deep left center field. Cranepool makes the running catch. And Mets fans and Nino Espinosa breathe a sigh of relief, but the Cardinals take the lead on the homer by Templeton. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 4-3 Cardinals. Top of the order, Randall, Beauclair, and Cranepool. Switch hitting Lenny Randall, batting lefty. He's got a 40-game hit streak on the line. He's 0 for 2. Drag bunt attempt for Randall. And that's a good one. And he's going to beat it out. And that's 41 hits for Lenny Randall. We are witnessing history, folks. Lenny Randall drops down a beautiful bunt. And he's at first base with a 41-game hit streak. But more important to Mets fans and Lenny Randall, the tying run at first base. Let's watch number 41 here. Lenny Randall drops a beautiful bunt. Drag bunt, and Randall beats it out. This is the way the Go-Go Metropolitans play. 41-game hit streak for Lenny Randall. Here comes Bruce Beauclair. There's the hit and run. There goes Randall. Beauclair. Randall is out as he missed the swing. Oh, man. And Randall is erased from the base paths. So the Go-Go Mets giveth, and the Go-Go Mets taketh away. 2 balls, 1 strike now for Beauclair. Base is empty. The Denny offering. And Beauclair rips a shot to right, and that's going to be a double. And boy, did that swing and a miss on the hit and run really come back to haunt them. If he could have done that, Randall would have scored from first. So a double for Beauclair. Tying run at second for Eddie Cranepool. Cranepool's 1 for 2. He had a 2-run homer in the first, and he popped to short. Cranepool looking for his 70th ribby. Denny peeks over his shoulder. The pitch to Cranepool. Cranepool swings, grounder. Rich charges it. Throws to first. Cranepool might have beat that out. No, they get him, but Beauclair advances to third. As soon as Rich threw the ball, Beauclair had a good jump off second, and he advances to third. So once again, a familiar position for the Metropolitans. 2 outs, tying run, or a runner at third. And they had the go-ahead run at third in the prior inning. And here's Johnny Milner, 0 for 2. Lee Mazzilli on deck. Milner's going to take. Denny has sometimes trouble with control. Ball 1, he's going to take again. Ball 2, Milner puts the bat in his shoulder. Ball 3, Milner yawns. Strike, so a 3-1. Now Milner looks down to third. Beauclair takes his lead. Milner back in the box. The offering. Johnny Milner swings, sends that ball to left, right at Brock. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. Milner missed his pitch there. Got into a hitter's count and flies out to left. We go to the top of the 6th. Cardinals still maintain a 1-run lead, 4-3. Due up for the Cardinals, Hernandez, Mumphrey, and Ritz to face Nino Espinosa. Espinosa's given up 2 bye-bye birdies. Hernandez is 1 for 2. The pitch to Keith. Sends that ball shallow left center, and Mazzilli makes the running catch. 1 down. And now bring up Mumphrey. He's 0 for 2. Corners move in. They're going to go aggressive against Mumphrey. Mumphrey rips a shot to center. Mazzilli gets there, and Mumphrey's with a hustle double. Mazzilli did cut it off in the gap, but had to pivot and throw, and Mumphrey's a speedy runner. Slid into second safely. That's a huge insurance run there. Ken Ritz 1 for 2. He had a 2-run homer. The pitch around to Ritz. Ritz doesn't chase. So it's first and second. 1 out, sets up the double play ball for Tyson. On deck is Denny. Denny's thrown 72 pitches. Good for 125. Would they pinch hit for him? Tyson's 1 for 1. He's walked and singled. Espinosa's ready. Looking for the double play ball. Pitch homeward bound. Grounder. Harrelson. Mian. Milner. And the side is retired. 6-4-3. Nino Espinosa and the Metropolitans get out of it. Espinosa pumps his fist. And the fans cheer. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The Metropolitans still trail by 1, 4-3. Due up, Mazzilli, Hodges, and Mian. Lee Mazzilli is 0 for 2. Drag bunt for Lee Mazzilli. And Mazzilli drops down a beauty! And he is safe. So Lee Mazzilli, like Lenny Randall, just drops down that drag bunt. Tying run at first. Here's Ronnie Hodges. Hodges is 1 for 2. Hodges, 5 out of 10 for the hit and run. Hit and run has not fared thee well for the Mets, but we're going to play it anyway. There goes Mazzilli. Hodges grounds it to the right side. Tyson plays it on the grass. Throws to first, his only play. And the tying run at second. Lee Mazzilli. Clinton Parks is at the ballpark. Hope all is well with Clinton. So Mazzilli, the tying run at second. And here comes El Gato, Felix Mian, looking for his 42nd Thribby. Harrelson on deck. The pitch to Mian. Mian grounds it to Templeton, who throws to first. Excuse me. That's an error! And Mazzilli scores! The 3rd error by the Cardinals. They've been horrendous in the infield, and it's 4-4 Mets. No RBI on that. On the throwing error by Templeton. And Felix Mian stands at second. There it is. Templeton. Bad throw. And it got away from Hernandez. And Mazzilli just kept on running all the way home. Clinton Parks has dropped a pair of 1908 games in the Discord, so check that out. And if you're able to, please post that on Earl's Tabletop Facebook page for Clinton. He would greatly appreciate that. I'll be back in a moment because I need some water. And we are back. Excellent. Oh boy, had a little issue there. So it's 4-4, the go-ahead run in Felix Millan at second after the throwing error by Templeton. And here comes Bud Harrelson, who's 0 for 2. 1 out. On deck is Espinoza. He has struggled. Let's just take a look. Denny is really horrible against left-handed batters. We've put every left-handed batter in the lineup. Let's see who we have who hits righties. Joel Youngblood, he's stunk for me. And of course we have Steve Henderson, who is awful. But you know what? We're going to take a shot here. We're going to take a shot here with Steve Henderson. Steve Henderson will pinch hit for Bud Harrelson. He is due. He is the worst 317 hitter I've ever seen in my life. His average continues to drop. 317 with the Mets in our replay. He was acquired after the season started. 2 home runs, 16 ribbies. In actuality, he batted .297 for the year. 12 homers, 65 ribbies. So maybe he's going to come into form here. Go ahead run at second. Denny deals to Steve Henderson. Henderson grounds it to Templeton. Templeton charging in. The throw to first. Henderson might have beat that out. Yes, he does. So an infield hit for Steve Henderson. At least he's hustling in this game. First and second. Millan did not go because the play was in front of him. He thought about going and then did not. Here's Nino Espinoza. Let's just check out our bullpen here. They have Denny, Brock, Templeton. I mean, we'd probably go to Lockwood. I got a pinch hit here for Nino in a 4-4 game. And Youngblood has been awful. But I think that's who we have to go with. I think we got to go with Joel Youngblood here. Espinoza will not swing the stick. Bobby Valentine. Bobby Valentine has been strangely good for us. Let's just look at Bobby Valentine. View Bobby. You're not going to see it. I'm not going to bring the screen up. It's too cumbersome in OBS. Bobby against righties in the replay batting .500. In reality, only 170. But we've put him in against pitchers who give up a lot of hits to right-handed batters. .261. So I think we're going to go with Youngblood. Though Bobby has been clutch for us. Do we play a hunch and go with Bobby Valentine? You know what? We're going to go with Bobby Valentine. We're going to play a hunch. Bobby Valentine grabs the stick. He's going to pinch hit. Righty-righty matchup. Bobby Valentine's batting .400, limited at-bats, with a ribby, no homers. He's had 10 at-bats in the replay with 4 hits. He's also scored 4 runs. In actuality, 133 in 83 at-bats, with a homer and 3 ribbies. He's going to take the pitch from Denny. Strike on the inside corner. He's going to take again. Strike again on the inside corner. We're in deep poop. Hit and run. 6 out of 10. We're going to play 0-2 hit and run. And fly ball. Cruz comes racing in. He makes the catch. Quickly getting back to the bags are Millan and Henderson. Probably should have went hit and run right off the bat. So there's 2 outs. Top of the order for Lenny Randall, who extended his hit streak to 41 games. To 41 games with a drag bunt. Can he give the Mets the lead here? The pitch, Randall takes. Ball on the outside corner. He takes again. 1-1 count. Randall steps out of the box. Now back in. Left-handed batter. Switch hitter. Millan's at second. He represents the go-ahead run. Henderson's at first, a big insurance run, 4-4, and Cardinals infield has made 3 errors. Simmons, Denny, and Templeton. Denny rocks and deals to Randall. And Randall walks. Bases are juiced. 2 outs, and here comes Bruce Beauclair. He has 1 grand slam on the season. Beauclair is 2 for 3. He has singled, struck out, and doubled. Taking all the way. Denny pours in. Oh! Ball 1. Simmons wanted it, but you're not going to get those calls when you're all over the place. Beauclair will take until a strike. Ball 2. Beauclair puts the bat on his shoulders. Denny trying to throw a strike. Ball 3. Ted Simmons is incensed behind the plate, imploring Denny to hit the target. Can he do it here, or will he walk in the go-ahead run? Mian at third, Henderson at second, Randall at first. The pitch to Beauclair, taking all the way. Strike. And Beauclair just stares back at the ump in disbelief. He thought that was ball 4. 3-1 count. Beauclair gets the green light. He awaits the Denny offering. Pitch homeward bound. And Beauclair walks! And the Mets take the lead 5-4. Trying to win one for Uncle Ron Jucketts. His first Major League Baseball game back in 1977 was at Shea, this day in history. So base is still loaded with 2 outs for Eddie Kranepool. Kranepool swinging. Simmons again screaming at Denny, hit the target. And Kranepool sends that ball deep center field. Mumphrey on the run. He makes the catch and bangs into the wall. But the Mets score 2, aided by a horrific error by Gary Templeton, the Cardinals shortstop, and take the lead 5-4. All right, so we need a shortstop. That's going to be Doug Flynn. So that's going to be Doug. Is Flynn? Yep, Flynn's available to us. That's going to be Doug Flynn's going to play short. And he's going to bat 8th. Now we need a pitcher. Lockwood. Let's look here. What do we have here? Can we get through this inning? Can we piece together an inning so we only have to use Lockwood for 6 outs? Rick Baldwin is absolute death on right-handed batters. He's really settled in. He started off cold, but against righties in reality only batted 199. He's really settled in quite well since a horrific start against righties. And we got Denny, but they're going to go to a pinch hitter, I would think. We got Swit. Yeah, this is not a good spot. It's not a good team to use Baldwin against unless it's just one batter. So you got Denny. And then Brock. We could go to Paul Siebert. I think, but then they're going to go pinch hitter. Lockwood's good for 50 pitches. Skip Lockwood. No screwing around. They're going to go to Skip Lockwood. And here comes Skip Lockwood. He's been an MVP type of player for the Metropolitans. Lockwood, in this replay, 9-6 with 18 saves, 2.39 earned run average. In reality, 4-8 with 20 saves, 3.38. Larry Harris is here. How you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. He's joined us at the ballpark. Denny's 0 for 2. And he's going to swing away. Ground ball. Oh, a diving play by Finn. He pops up and throws Denny out at first. So Denny was allowed to hit for himself. That looked like a base hit slated for center field. And Doug Flynn just in the ball game. And that's where that 7 out of 10 range comes in. I don't know if Harrelson would have got there, but 1 out. And here's Lou Brock. 1 for 3. The pitch to Brock. Brock grounds it to Randall. Randall takes it, fires. Good stretch by Milner. Did they save? Oh, Johnny Milner can't believe it. Milner, again, not having a good time with that first base umpire here. Tying run. Lou Brock at first. 61% chance of stealing second. Brock has 28 stolen bases on the season. Here's Templeton. Milner holding him on. Lockwood throws over. And Brock is safe. Remember, Brock rounded the bag too far. And Buddy Harrelson threw him out when he threw behind the play. Milner applied the tag. Again, Lockwood looks over. Now he deals to Templeton. There goes Brock, the throw down, and Brock is safe. Hodges couldn't get him. Tying run at second, the speedy Lou Brock. The aged one still showing he has the legs. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. And Mian sneaks in behind Brock, but Brock just barely gets back. They're really paying attention to Brock. Again, Lockwood looks over. Now he deals to Templeton. Fly ball, Beauclair racing back in the corner. He makes the catch. Will Brock tag? He does. The throw by Beauclair. The ball gets away from Lenny Randle, and Brock scores the tying run. Oh, my God. Oh, and it's 5-5. The error is on Beauclair. Not known for his arm, and boy, did he show why. Let's watch that. Oh, wow. The Cardinals tie it up on an error by Bruce Beauclair. He makes a wonderful catch in the corner, quickly pivots and fires. And it got away from Lenny Randle. And it's 5-5, 2 outs. Hector Cruz 1 for 3. Hodges sets the target, the pitch to Cruz. And he walks. Hodges wants to know where that pitch was. Ump says the off-speed pitch was a ball. Milner holding Cruz on. He's the go-ahead run. 5-5, 2 outs, top of the 7th. Cardinals just tied it. Beauclair made a wonderful catch in the corner. Brock tagged up from second to third, and Beauclair made an awful throw to third that got by Lenny Randle. Remember the great sports at the ballpark. Hope all is well. Check out that great channel. Here's the pitch to Simmons, who's 1 for 3. Ground ball up the middle. Lockwood has it. Throws to Milner. And the side is retired. But the horrific error, throwing error by Beauclair, allows the Cardinals to tie it up. We go to the bottom of the 7th, knotted at 5. John Denny still on the mound. On the perch for the Cardinals, as they say. He will face Johnny Milner, Lee Mazzilli, and Ronnie Hodges. The pitch to Milner, 0 for 3. Milner sends that ball deep and foul down the left field line. Oh, he gave it a ride. And, no, he caught it. Brock caught it. Holy cow. As he took a souvenir away from a fan. Let's watch that over. I thought that was in the stands. What a catch by Brock. 1 out. Here's Lee Mazzilli, 1 for 3. Bunt base hit. Drag bunt attempt again. And Lee Mazzilli drops down another beauty. Second hit, and it's another beautiful bunt. So Mazzilli is on. Go-ahead run at first in the movie star handsome Lee Mazzilli. And here is Ronnie Hodges. Hodges is 1 for 3. The pitch to Hodges. And he pops it up left side. Templeton waving his arms. Makes the catch 2 away. So Hodges pops out to short. Remember the great sports? They're talking bowling in the chat. Says, I'm from the St. Louis area. I met Dick before he passed away, and that is the bowler. They mentioned Dick Weber. Yeah. 2 outs, and here's Felix Millan. The pitch to Millan. Millan sends that ball left field line. Hodges gives Brock gives chase, and this time it does go foul. Full count to Millan. Hit and run. Millan, ground ball right side. Hernandez plays it to the bag, and the side is retired. We were hoping for a little El Gato magic, except instead we get out number 3. We go to the top of the 8th, knotted at 5. Lockwood back up on the bump. He threw 16 pitches, and in the top of the 7th, he's good for 50. He's going to face Hernandez, Mumphrey, and Ritz. 5-5 ball game. The pitch to Keith Hernandez. Hernandez grounds it to Millan. Millan throws to Johnny Milner. 1 down. Here's Mumphrey's. Corner's got to play in. He's an 8 out of 10 bunter. Lockwood picks up the signs. He rocks and deals to Mumphrey. And Mumphrey rips that ball down the line. Beauclair gets to it, but Mumphrey hustles in, sliding into second for a one-out double. Go ahead run at second to Speedy Mumphrey. Here comes Ritz. Ritz is 1 for 2. He had that 2-run homer back in the top of the second that got the Cardinals started. Then he grounded to first and walked. Tyson on deck. Lockwood's going to go aggressive. Ground ball to Flynn at short. Flynn looks back. Mumphrey fires to Johnny Milner. 2 down. So nice job by Lockwood. Going aggressive. Going right at him. Inside with the fastball. There's 2 outs. Who do they have on their bench? Freed. 346. And Scott. 280. So if we walked Tyson, they're going to go to the bench. Lockwood. He's ready. The pitch to Tyson, who's 1 for 2. Tyson, fly ball, right field. Beauclair makes the catch in the corner, banging into the wall. And the side is retired. Nice catch by Bruce Beauclair, stranding the go-ahead run in the Speedy Mumphreys at second. We go to the bottom of the 8th, still knotted at 5. This is go Metropolitan Baseball like we love it and know it in our 77 replay. A new pitcher on the mound for the Cardinals, Butch Metzger. So Butch Metzger on the mound, 5-5 with 3 saves, 4.50 ERA in the replay. In actuality, 4-2 with 7 saves, 3.11. He's going to face Doug Flynn, Skip Lockwood, and Lenny Randall. Mets hoping to push across the go-ahead run and more. Here's the pitch to Dougie Flynn, 201, no homers, 19 ribbies. And Flynn grounds it back to Metzger. He hit it hard on one hop to the pitcher, out number 1. Here's Lockwood batting 214. Lenny Randall on deck. The pitch to Skip. And Lockwood sends that ball left field. Brock goes back a bit, reaches up, makes the catch, 2 down. Top of the order for Lenny Randall. Randall extended his 40-game hit streak with a bunt to 41. He's going to try another drag bunt. Simmons has it, fires to Tyson on the wheel play, and that time they get him. We go to the top of the 9th, knotted at 5. Lockwood appears to be okay. He wants to go. He will face Metzger, probably a pinch hitter, my guess. In the top of the order, Brock and Templeton. Metzger is 0 for 4 in the replay. Actually, 0 for 4 in reality. He does not have an at-bat in the replay. Here's the pitch to Metzger. Nope. And again, here they go. They go to Phillips. Mike Phillips. We had him. We had Mike Phillips. And during our... we play with the actual transaction, so Phillips obviously was dealt or cut and went to the Cardinals. Phillips will pinch hit, 224, no homers, 5 ribbies. They're going to go aggressive. Phillips grounds it. Flynn from short to Milner. 1 down. Nice play by Flynn, ranging towards the second base bag to retire the pinch hitter, Phillips. Top of the order, Lou Brock's 2 for 4. They go aggressive to Brock. Brock grounds it back. Flynn, again, same play, rinse and repeat, 2 down. Again, ranging towards the second base bag, firing at Johnny Milner. Looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Templeton's up. They go aggressive to Templeton. Templeton grounds it right side. Milner backhands it, flips to Lockwood, covering the bag, and the side is retired. So Skip Lockwood does his JOB. And again, the error by Beauclair in the top of the 7th, the throwing error that allowed Brock to score on the tag up from second to third, has proved quite costly. Lockwood, 3 innings, no earned runs. And now here's the mad Hungarian, Al Raboski. 4 wins, 3 losses, 12 saves in the replay, 1.44 earned run average, 4.38 in reality for earned runs, 6-5 with 10 saves. He's going to face Beauclair, Cranepool, and Johnny Milner. Al Raboski is a lefty. which means Beauclair, who hits atrocious against left-handed pitching, will not hit. We will go to the Magic Man, Mike Vail. And here comes Mikey Vail. Mike Vail batting .351, 10 homers, 29 ribbies. That's predominantly against left-handed pitching. Can we get a walk-off homer here? Grabowski. That stern look on the mound. Picks up the sign from Simmons. Here's the pitch to Vail. Vail sends that ball deep to center field, but Mumphrey makes the catch at the track. Vail just kicks the dirt. So there's one out, and here's Eddie Kranepool. Again, Kranepool struggles against left-handed pitching, but we got to keep Kranepool in. He's going to take the Mad Hungarian. Ball one inside. Kranepool takes again. Strike one. So this time he hits the inside corner. Kranepool just sort of shrugs his shoulder. 1-1 count. The Hungarian rocks and deals. Kranepool swings. Fly ball to left. Brock makes the catch. Hardly had to move. 2 away. And here's Johnny Milner. Let's see if Milner can get a hold of one. He's 0 for 4. Simmons wiggles the fingers, sets the target. The Mad Hungarian kicks and fires. And swing and a miss. 1, 2, 3 go to the Mets. We go to free baseball, my friends. Free baseball. Top of the 10th, knotted at 5. Lockwood at 42 pitches, good for 50. We're going to try to get him through one more inning. And Mike Vail will go out and play right field. He's a tremendous fielder for the Mets in 77. 7 out of 10 range, 8 out of 10 arm. All right, so it is Cruz, Simmons, and Hernandez to face Lockwood. Cruz is 1 for 3. The pitch from Lockwood. Cruz swings, grounds it back to Lockwood, who snares it, throws to Johnny Milner. 1 down. Ted Simmons, switch hitting catcher, batting lefty, 1 for 4. Hodges goes through the signs. Lockwood nods his head, takes a deep breath, arms down to his chest. The windup and the pitch. Simmons swings, and that is a shot to center, and it's going to be a double. Mazzilli cuts it off in the gap, but not in time. So the go-ahead run, and Ted Simmons at second. Keith Hernandez comes to plate. He's 1 for 4. On deck is Mumphreys. Lockwood now up to 47 pitches. And they're going to go with the lefty. Paul Siebert will come in for Skip Lockwood. And here's Paul Siebert. Siebert in the replay 1-0. No saves 3.86. In reality 2-1 with a 3.86. And we just want him to get Keith Hernandez. Hodges has a quick word after the warm-up tosses. Now back behind the plate. Hernandez digs in. The pitch from Siebert to Hernandez. And he strikes him out. Yes! So Siebert does his job. 2 down, and here comes a switch hitter, Mumphrey. Mumphrey bats. Let's look at the replay numbers first. Let's look at the replay numbers. In actuality, 275 against lefties. In the replay, much better, 321. That's a big ouch. 2 outs, go ahead run at second. Siebert's coming out. We really have no good options here. Ritz is a righty. We could walk Mumphrey. They're not going to pitch hit for Ritz. Then we can go to Rick Baldwin. They will walk Mumphrey as they buy some time for Rick Baldwin. Here comes the pitching coach, and here comes Rick Baldwin to face the right-handed batting third baseman, Ken Ritz. Here's Rick Baldwin. Baldwin, 2 wins, 4 losses, 1 save, 4.32 earned run average. Righties in reality only batted 199. In the replay, you start off quite slow. I mean, righties are still, it's dropped. It's down to 266. And he's been really, really tough on righties in these past few games. So Baldwin comes in, moment of truth here. Let's get off the Mike Vail card. He's done with his warm-up tosses. Ritz is 1 for 3. His 1 hit, a 2-run homer back in the 2nd inning. That got the Cardinals on the board. He's going to go aggressive to Ritz. Ritz sends a fly ball. Vail makes the catch in right. And once again, Baldwin does his J.O.B. He pumps his fist and comes running off the mound. The Mets need 1 to win here in the bottom of the 10th. What a job by Baldwin. And due up for the Mets, Mazzilli, Hodges, and Mian to face the mad Hungarian Al Raboski. Raboski came over from the Royal. 77. Probably, I think he went to the Royals in 78. So he would go from the Cardinals to the Royals, I believe. Here's Lee Mazzilli, 2 for 4, 2 bunt base hits, but he's swinging away here. And Mazzilli sends that ball shallow center. Mumphrey comes in and makes the catch 1 away. Ronnie Hodges will be called back for Jerry Grody. Grody was on both World Series teams for the Metropolitan, 69 and 73. And here comes Jerry Grody. Grody, 354, no homers, 17 ribbies, predominantly against left-handed pitching. In reality, he batted .327 against lefties. Let's give you the replay numbers, which are even better. He's batting .400. I'm sorry. He's batting .367 off lefties. Not a lot of power for Grody. We just want to get him on, though. Bosky's ready to work. The pitch homer and bounded to pinch hitter Jerry Grody. And Grody lines out to Templeton. Great job by Templeton. Great reaction. And there are 2 down. So here's Felix Mian. He's 0 for 4. Mian swings. And base hit to center. Winning run at first base in El Gato, Felix Mian. Hernandez to hold him on. Here's Doug Flynn. Oh, God, he's awful. 2 outs. Baldwin on deck. Youngblood would have to play short. Question is, can he play short? No, he can't. All right, well, that solves that problem. Can Lenny Randall play short? Very poorly. He's a 1. I think we gotta go with John Stearns here. Though Stearns doesn't hit lefties at all. You know what? We're gonna stick with Doug Flynn. We're gonna play unorthodox, hit and run. Flynn, fly ball, left field, Brock. Does he make the catch? No, foul. 0-1 count, hit and run again. Ripped foul down the left field line. So Flynn is on Raboski's fastball. 0-2 count, no hit and run. Lines out to Ritz. Oh, man, we hit the ball in the screws twice for 2 outs. We go to the top of the 11th. Still knotted at 5. Grody will catch. So that only leaves us with John Stearns and Joel Youngblood on the bench. Baldwin will face Tyson, so we got a righty and then probably a pinch hitter for Raboski. Here's the pitch. Baldwin's going to go aggressive to Tyson. Fly ball right field. Vail makes the running catch in the corner. 1 down. Let's see if Raboski's going to hit. Nope, they go to Mike Anderson, the pinch hitter, 226. 5 homers, 17 ribbies. In actuality, 221. 4 homers and 17 ribbies. They go aggressive. Oh, you know what? He's a 7 out of 10 bunter. Let's bring our corners in. Randall in at third. Milner in at first. Baldwin attacks. Anderson. Ground ball back to Baldwin. He throws to Milner. He gets back to the bag. 2 down. So Baldwin really sharp. And here's Lou Brock, and that's it for Baldwin, because you have Brock, who's a lefty. Templeton will bat lefty. And then Cruz. Brock is 2 for 5. His 2 hits, a single, and then an infield single. Baldwin struggles tremendously against left-handed pitching, left-handed batters. .375 lefties hit off of him in reality. In the replay, lefties hitting 500. We don't throw him against lefties. Oh, that's batting. Let's go pitching. Lefties hitting 441. Oh, boy. All right. I think we might go to a starting pitcher here. This never works for me, but let's look at our starters. Zachary is good for 60 pitches on short rest. Lefties 311. John Matlack will get the call. And here comes John Matlack. Mets try to win every game possible. So John Matlack, all hands on deck for every game for our Go-Go Metropolitans. Is a lefty, John Matlack. Matlack is awful. 3-8. It's probably a big mistake. 4.76. In reality, it was 7-15 with a 4.21. Here's the pitch to Brock for Matlack. Fly ball to Vail. Yes, he makes the catch, and the side is retired. Johnny Matlack does his JOB. And now Raleigh Eastwick comes in for the Cardinals, the former Cincinnati Red. Eastwick 3-1 with 2 saves in the replay. A horrendous ERA, 5.83. That will get you like millions of dollars now. 77, that's a horrendous ERA. In reality, 3-7 with 4 saves, 4.70. Matlack will not hit. And we're going with Joel Youngblood. Why not? Joel Youngblood batting .061, no homers, 3 ribbies. Dave Little is at the ballpark. It's a beautiful night for December baseball, he says. Thank you for joining us. I just missed. I was feeling under the weather. I just woke up from a nap. And Dave, check out his channel. He had some strap basketball on. I'm going to catch that a little. I literally got in right at the end of the game, hit that like button. But I actually don't know who won because I quickly got off because I wanted to listen to it later. All right, here's Joel Youngblood. In actuality, hit .253. No homers, 11 ribbies. Let's see if we can get a base hit here. Eastwick, 30 strikeouts, 21 walks. We're going to take. Youngblood takes strike 1. 0-1. He's ready to grip and rip. Youngblood swings. Base hit! Base hit to left center. Winning run at first in Joel Youngblood. Finally. And here's Lenny Randall, who extended his hit streak to 41 with a drag bunt. Randall, switch hitter, batting lefty off the right-handed throwing Eastwick. Mets need to push 1 run across to win this game. The pitch to Randall. Randall grounds it to Templeton. Templeton to Tyson. And Randall, did he beat it out? Yes, he beats out the double play ball. Good hustle. But they do retire the pinch hitter at second. Youngblood. Here's Mike Vail, who does not hit righties at all, but we have no one left. He's 0 for 1. Come on, Mikey. Come on through. Randall at first. We're going to go hit and run. There goes Randall. Vail swings. Grounder. Templeton charges his only play. Oh, my Lord. How the hell did they turn 2 on a hit and run? But Vail beats it out. Oh, my God. What a play by Templeton. A gutsy play. He barehanded it and flipped to Tyson. They get the speedy Lenny Randle on a hit and run. He's forced out at second. I can't believe what my eyes saw. Templeton quickly flips to Tyson, but Vale hustling down the line beats out the double play ball. Here's Eddie Kranepool. Kranepool, 11 game-winning ribbies in our replay. He's got 69 of them. Here's the pitch to Kranepool. Kranepool lines out to Tyson. Unbelievable. Another ball hit on the screws. And another out. So the Mets strand the winning run at first. We go to the top of the 12th in this never-ending story, never-ending ball game. 5-5 at Shea, trying to win one for Uncle Ron. This was his first game he went to live at Shea in 77, August 9th. It was a night game. Got to go back to our bullpen. All hands on deck. Matlack got him out of the last inning with one batter face. Flew out to Vale. And so we have Templeton, Cruz, and Simmons. Switch hitter, righty, and switch hitter. And we're going to go with Pat Zachary, the man who was traded by the Reds to the Mets for Tom Seaver. It's Pat Zachary. So here's Pat Zachary, the bearded wonder. 5-4 with a 2.95 since being acquired by the Mets. In reality, he was 7-6 with the Mets with a 3.76. Corners move in as Templeton's a 10 out of 10 bunter. Zachary goes aggressive to Templeton, and that's a shot to left field. Kranepool gets there, so it's a leadoff single to the speedy Gary Templeton. Milner holding him on. Zachary does a good job holding runners on. And here's Hector Cruz, 1 for 4. We need a double play ball. Zachary throws over. Did they get Templeton? Yes, they pick off Templeton. He was leaning. Zachary fires over. Milner applies the tag, and he says to the umpire, finally, you're giving us a call. And the ump didn't like that. Milner just gives him a little smile. So he picks off Templeton, 1 out. And now they will face Cruz with bases empty. Zachary rocks and fires to Cruz. Cruz sends a fly ball. Vale going back, reaching up, makes the catch and right, 2 down. 2 outs, bases empty for the switch-hitting catcher Ted Simmons, just elected into the Hall of Fame. In reality, he's 2 for 5. Simmons does have 8 homers, and he's batting .363 with 68 ribbies. Zachary takes a deep breath. The windup and the pitch to Simmons. Popped foul. Randall giving chase towards the stands, and it's a souvenir for a Metropolitan fan. 0-2 count to Simmons. Brody pounds the mitt, sets the target into the breach. Once again goes Pat Zachary. Ground ball back to Zachary. Throws to Miller, and the side is retired. Pat Zachary with the... Oh, nuts. Is that an error? No. Ooh, there's a bobble on the play. But it is out number 3. So Pat Zachary gave up the single, but then picked off Templeton. That Cruz and Simmons. So it's like a 1-2-3. He only faced 3 batters. We go to the bottom of the 12th. Metropolitans need to push 1 run across. 1 run across to win. And that will be their 58th win for these amazing Metropolitans of 77. Johnny Milner's 0 for 5. We're looking for a walk-off. Here's the pitch from Raleigh Eastwick. Milner walks. Winning run at first base, and here's Lee Mazzilli. Milner's a 5. Stearns is a 6, and he can play first. We'll keep Milner there. Here's Lee Mazzilli. It's not a good sacrifice bunter. Mazzilli has 3 game winning RBIs. Only a 5 out of 10 for hit and run. He's going to take the pitch from Eastwick. Strike 1. 0-1 count. Here's the hit and run. Mazzilli sends that ball deep to center, and Mumphrey makes the catch. Bangs into the wall. Quickly retreating is Johnny Milner. Oh, Lee Mazzilli thought he had it. He struck this ball well to center on the hit and run, and Mumphrey's racing back. A leap and bangs into the wall as Johnny Milner retreats to first. Here's Jerry Grody. Again, Grody does not hit well against righties. Hit and run. Ground ball right side. Hernandez had. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Hernandez. Wow. On the hard hit ball to first, they're able to get the lead runner. Unbelievable. In Lee Mazzilli. In Johnny Milner, excuse me. Twice we've put the hit and run out, hoping at least we get the winning run in scoring position, and it just didn't come to fruition. Great play by Hernandez. That's why he's a 9 at first base. So Grody represents the winning run at first. Here's El Gato. Felix Millan, hit and run. Millan, dribbler. Hernandez fields it to Eastwick. Did Millan beat it out? No! And the side is retired. Why did I go hit and run? Because it's the best option there. He's going to put contact on the ball. He's a 10 out of 10 hit and run. And if he finds a hole, we're going first to third on that. And if it's a double, we win the game. That's why I play that way. We go to the top of the 13th. Will it be a hard luck inning for one of these two teams? Pat Zachary back up on the bump. He'll face Hernandez, Mumphrey, and Ritz. The pitch to Keith Hernandez, 1 for 5. Hernandez sends a shallow fly ball to right. Vail comes in. He makes the diving catch. What a catch by Mikey Vail. The Mets fans who are still here applaud the tremendous effort by Vail. And here comes Mumphrey. They go aggressive to Mumphrey. And he strikes him out. Zachary in a zone. He wants to work quickly. Mets throw the ball around the infield. Here comes Ritz, 1 for 4. His one hit came way back in the second inning. Was a 2-run homer. Since then, ground out, walk, ground out, and he flew deep to right. Zachary looking for a 1-2-3 inning. He kicks and deals to Ritz. Ritz lines out to Lenny Randle at third, and the side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 13th. The Mets need to push 1 run across to win for Uncle Ron Jucketts from Retro Sports Network. This was his very first ball game. 1977, August 9th at Shea. Doug Flynn's 0 for 2. The pitch to Dougie. And Doug Flynn grounds it. Templeton ranging towards the second base bag. He throws him out by about 5 steps, 1 away. And here comes Zachary. Zachary's thrown 19 pitches. Oh boy. We're going to let Zachary hit. Zachary swings. Ritz, third. Hernandez, 2 down. Top of the order for Lenny Randle. He's extended his 40-game hit streak to 41 with a drag bunt, and he's going to try another drag bunt. It's a beauty! Winning run at first base, Lenny Randle. I wish Ritz would have thrown it away down right field. So the winning run, Lenny Randle at first, and here comes Mike Vail. Vail struggles quite mightily against right-handed pitching. He's 0 for 2. To tell you how much he struggles against right-handed pitching, we'll give you the replay numbers. In reality, he only batted 160, slightly better in the replay, 182. Now, I'm not going to go hit and run here because he's only a 4 out of 10. But we're going to let him swing away. Maybe he finds a gap. Grounder to Templeton. Templeton goes a short way to Tyson. We go to the top of the 14th in this never-ending ball game. Pat Zachary back up on the bump. 19 pitches so far, good for 60. Mets really, we try to win any game that we're in the game because these are the 77 Mets and they're horrific, but we're 57 and 52. It's bottom of the order. Tyson, Eastwick, and then Brock. The top of the order. Tyson's 1 for 4. The pitch from Zachary. And he strikes him out. Good inside. That looked like a slider that tailed in. Strike 3 called. They're saying it's a fastball. It looked more like it had a good movement. 1 away. Here's Eastwick. Pinch hitter will be Rick Bassetti. Bassetti is 0 for 6 in the replay. In actuality, 232 with 16 hits, 3 ribbies. The pitch to Bassetti. And he hit him. Oh, boy. Zachary hit him. Go-ahead run at first, and Bassetti has speed. Though he's not a good base stealer, but he's a 10 out of 10 base running ability. Here's Lou Brock. Brock is 2 for 6. Zachary going right at Brock, aggressive. And that's a shot to the gap. Bassetti's probably going to score on this. We're going to take a shot at it. Here's the relay throw. Cut throw to... no, go home. Flynn throws to the plate. Bassetti is safe. And Brock has done it again to the Mets. Zachary challenged Brock, and Brock picks up his third hit, a double. He advances to third on the throw to the plate, and it's 6-5 Cardinals. Infield will move in. Outfield normal. The pitch to Templeton. Base hit up the middle. Brock trots in from third, and it's now 7-5. Oh, boy. Boy, does that deflate what's left of Shea Stadium here in the top of the 14th. They throw to first. They already picked off Templeton once, not this time. Here's the pitch to Cruz. And now they're going to go to Dave Rader. Wow, that was strange. They waited really long to call him back. The pitch to Rader. Rader grounds it up the middle. Zachary snares it. Takes the sure out at first. Templeton goes to second. 2 down. First base open. Simmons at the plate. He is 2 for 6. But Hernandez is on deck. Zachary up to 43 pitches. He's ready. Brody sets the target. The pitch to his counterpart, Simmons. Simmons! That ball is gone! He crushes it down the right field line. And my God, wow, those are the final 2 nails most likely in the Mets' coffin in this game. Zachary, he hung that pitch, and bye-bye birdie. Bippity-boppity boom for Ted Simmons. And it's now 9-5 Cardinals. Here's the pitch to Keith Hernandez, and he strikes out. But the Cardinals do damage. 4 runs cross the plate. They have a 4-run lead, bottom of the 14th. The Mets need a miracle. And Clay Carroll hoping to deny that miracle. Former Cincinnati Red, now pitching for the Cardinals. Clay Carroll in the replay. Quite stout. 5 wins, 1 loss, 2 saves, 2.26 earned run average. In reality, 4-2 with 4 saves, 2.50. He will face Cranepool, Milner, and Mazzilli. Here's the pitch to Eddie Cranepool. And Cranepool shoots that to the left side. Mets need base runners. Here come the go-go Mets. Collectaholic is at the ball game. Check out that wonderful channel. He says hello to everyone. Thank you for joining. Here's Johnny Milner. Milner swings. Foul down the right field line. 0-2 count. Hernandez holding on Cranepool. I don't know why. I would be playing behind him with a 4-run lead. Milner looking to go yard. Carroll nods his head. He rocks and deals to John Milner. And Milner lines out to Tyson. My God, we've hit the ball on the screws in these extra innings. Mets down to their final 2 outs. It's going to be a tough loss for the Metropolitans. The pitch to Lee Mazzilli. And Mazzilli grounds it to Tyson. Only plays to first. He thought about going for 2. But there's 2 outs now, and Cranepool stands at second for Jerry Grody. Grody does not hit righties. He's called back for the last man on the bench, John Stearns. And if by a miracle of God, somehow we tie this game, Stearns will catch. Stearns, 265 in the replay, 9 homers, 50 ribbies. Here's the pitch to John Stearns. Stearns sends that ball deep, and Scott makes the running catch in the corner. Scott coming in as a defensive replacement, and the ball game is over. The Cardinals win 9-5. They score 4 runs in the top of the 14th. The Mets could not answer it. They could only get Eddie Cranepool to second, and it's a tough loss for the Mets. We couldn't win for Uncle Ron Jucketts, but it was an entertaining game. Let's go to the box score and call it a stream. The screen will go black just for a moment. I thank everyone who stayed with us for really just a tremendously fun game. And there's the box score. We're not going to go through the scoring. Let's go to the pitching first. We really tried to win this game, that's for sure. Denny for the Cardinals went 7 innings, 9 hits, 5 runs. Only 2 of them were earned. The Cardinals played hot potato with the ball in the infield. They had 3 errors. Mets had 1 error, the throwing error by Beauclair and Wright that really cost them. That was the tying run. Or was that the go? Anyway, it was a run. That was the tying run, yeah, in the 7th, top of the 7th. So no decision for Denny. Again, he gave up the homer. 2 walks, 3 Ks. Metzger went an inning, clean slate. The Mad Hungarian Al Raboski went 2 innings, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, no runs. Eastwick got the win. He's now 4-1. He went 3 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, no Ks. And Clay Carroll, because it was a 4-run lead, no save. He went 1 inning, gave up 1 hit, no runs, no walks, no Ks. Nino Espinosa went 6 innings. He was not sharp. 8 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned. Gave up 2 homers, 2 walks, 4 Ks. Lockwood blew his 8th save, but that was due to the error by Beauclair. He went 3 1/3. 3 hits, 1 run. It was not earned. He walked 1. Siebert came in. 3rd of an inning. He got his left-handed batter. Baldwin did a beautiful job. 1 inning, clean slate. Matlack came in. Got his lefty batter. And then Zachary went 3 innings. He takes the tough luck loss. Again, that's a starter taking the ball out of the pen. Every Met wants to win every game possible in our Go-Go Mets 1977 replay. 4 hits, 4 runs. They were all earned. 1 homer. No walks, 3 Ks. Zachary's now 5-5 with the Metropolitans. Let's see what the player of the game was. Ted Simmons was the player of the game. Let's see why. Ted Simmons, 3 for 7, 1 run scored, 3 ribbies, 2 doubles, and a homer. That's why. All right, for the Cardinals, well, that's a lot of hits in 54 at-bats, 15 hits. Brock was 3 for 7. He was a killer. 2 runs scored, a ribby. He struck out once and doubled. Templeton, 3 for 7. 2 runs scored, 2 ribbies. He struck out once. Cruz 1 for 5 with a run scored. He walked once. Rader, the pinch hitter, 0 for 1. Carroll pitched, did not hit. Simmons, player of the game. We already gave you his numbers. We'll give them to him again. 3 for 7, 1 run scored, 3 ribbies, 2 doubles, and a homer. He was an extra base machine. Keith Hernandez 1 for 7 with a run scored. He struck out twice and doubled. Mumphrey 2 for 5 with a walk and 2 strikeouts. He doubled twice. Ritz 1 for 5 was a 2-run homer. And he walked once. He scored a run. Tyson 1 for 5 with a walk and a strikeout. Denny 0 for 3. Metzger pitched, did not hit. Phillips, the pinch hitter, 0 for 1. Raboski pitched, did not hit. Anderson, the pinch hitter, 0 for 1. Eastwick pitched, did not hit. Bassetti was a pinch runner. He scored a run. And Scott came in the 9th inning in right field. He made the wonderful catch in the corner to end the ball game. So the Cardinals in a victory in 14 innings, 9-5, as I scored 4 in the top of the 14th. 54 at-bats, 9 runs, 15 hits, 8 ribbies, 4 walks, 8 Ks, 2 doubles, and 3 homers. For the Mets, we pulled out all the stops, folks. Lenny Randle had 2 hits. He extended his hit streak to 41 games. He was 2 for 6 with a walk. Beauclair, 2 for 3 with a run scored, a ribby, a walk, a strikeout, a double, but his horrific throwing error cost the Mets the game. That tied it up when Brock, tagging from 2nd to 3rd, would score. Vail, the pinch hitter and would play right, was 0 for 3. Cranepool 2 for 7, a run scored, and 2 ribbies. He had a 2-run homer. Milner 0 for 6, a walk and 2 Ks. Mazzilli 2 for 7, 2 runs scored. Hodges 1 for 4. Grody came in to pinch hit and stayed in the catch, 0 for 2. Stearns, a pinch hitter, stayed in the catch, 0 for 1. Mian 1 for 6 with a run scored. Harrelson 0 for 2. Henderson had an infield single. Then was replaced as he pinch hit for Harrelson. Flynn came in to play short. He was 0 for 3. Espinoza 1 for 2, a strikeout. He actually had a double. Bobby Valentine, pinch hitter, 0 for 1. Lockwood 0 for 1. Siebert pitched, did not hit. Baldwin pitched, did not hit. Madlock pitched, did not hit. Joel Youngblood finally got a freaking hit. Has his average up to .088. He was 1 for 1. Pat Zachary was 0 for 1. The Metropolitans, 57 at-bats. 5 runs. I can't see this. 13 hits. Only 3 ribbies because 2 of them were unearned. 3 walks, 4 Ks, 2 doubles, and a homer. Both teams had a lot of chances. Let's see left on base. Cardinals left 8 on base. The Mets 13. And here's the recap. Lots of runs scored. We're not going to go through that. We'll just pause it there for a moment. Players of the game, obviously, for the Cardinals. Simmons, 3 for 7. A homer, 3 ribbies. Templeton, though he made a bad throwing error, 3 for 7, 2 ribbies. For the Mets, Cranepool, 2 for 7 with 2 ribbies. Beauclair, 2 for 3 with a double. But that throwing error really was an ouch. Scroll that down so you can see the bottom portion. So Eastwick got the win, 3 innings of relief. 4-1 now. Zachary, the starter pitching out of the pen, is now 5-5. He got the loss. Brock was 3 for 7, a double and 2 runs scored. Mumphrey 2 for 5 with 2 doubles. So that's it, folks. Thank you very much. Higher Ground Gaming says, Go Navy, beat Army. Check out that wonderful channel, Higher Ground Gaming. Randy Luxembourg says, great job, Al. Fun game. Are you getting the 20 version? Yes, I've already pre-ordered. I pre-ordered. He added some seasons to the deluxe. I was wondering why, but I didn't care anyway. I basically have all the seasons anyway, but I don't have the 1925 season, which they added. So I'm supposed to get that too. They added obviously they have the great teams, which looks like a really fun league. I don't play much of that online, but yeah, thank you, Randy. Yeah, and check out Eric from Higher Ground Gaming. Playing a lot of ASG games, soccer and tennis. Were you able to get the pictures to load in tennis? You got to put them in the right file. I think you might not have them in the right file, but I don't know. So anyway, thank you everyone. Hope everyone enjoyed it. We tried our best to win. This is Go Mets baseball. I try every crazy thing to try to win with the Mets. They were really bad. I think they only had 60 wins. We're at 57. We're now 57 and 53. I thought we were going to pick up our 58th win. So you'll see me use starters out of the bullpen. You'll see everything. Hit and runs, bunt base hits. Lenny Randle extends his hit streak to 41 games. So stay tuned to see if he can beat Pete Rose's 44 for the National League record. And who knows, Joe DiMaggio's 56. Thank you again. Health and happiness to everyone. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas. God bless. You know what's coming, folks. Peace. Love you all.